Hi, my name's Kristen, and today I will be filming this tutorial for Enzo Milano audition to become an educator. I will be demonstrating 3 classic curls: the spiral, the ribbon, and the beach wave. In this tutorial, you are also going to learn a little bit about time management, how to increase your profits behind the chair, using the wands, increasing your sales through extensions, building your bridal business, and I'll talk a little bit about the new technology and where the wands have gone. About a year ago, I attended the American Beauty Show in Chicago, and there when you're at a hair show, you're always looking for, the best education, the latest products. I've always heard of Enzo Milano, and I knew that they were the first. All I've ever known about them was that they were the first wand, created in the industry. Learning a little bit more now, I know that in 1995, they created their first clipless wand, and from there everybody has followed suit. Being as that they were first, they patented a lot of the technology and are always innovating new systems. So I'm really excited to talk about the new technology and where they're going as a company, and it's very exciting. I can't wait to get my new wands. Currently, the Enzo Milano hot tools that I have are the GO2 hot styling flat iron. With this flat iron, it heats up to 450 degrees, and it has a very awesome vibrating technique. This allows the plates to glide through the hair seamlessly. With the hot tools, with the flat iron, I do not recommend curling the hair. I've never been a fan personally. I always feel that when you do curl the hair with this, it creates more of a flat pressed look and you can't achieve body. So Enzo creates amazing wands, so I definitely recommend using the wand versus using the flat iron. What's great about this flat iron though is that I can use it on all my keratin treatments behind the chair because it has the setting, and it's very cool for my clients. Always like, why does it vibrate? It's I always say for your pleasure. But yeah, I couldn't live without the vibration now. It just has such a nice seamless glide to it. So I'm gonna put this one away. The other wand that I own by Enzo Milano is my Bi-Tube, and this is a great styling tool. I use it a lot for my bridal business and for editorial type looks. It's what sets me apart from the other stylists here and the other stylists out there. I can achieve amazing looks, and I'm going to show you how to use that one too. A little bit about the difference between the Enzo tools and the imitation tools. I believe this is an imitation small conical, so it's about a 1 inch and then it tapers down in diameter. This one, you can create awesome looks here. I will be using this to show you how to spiral, how to ribbon, and how to achieve a beach wave with this one wand. So you can get several different looks out of one single wand. You'll notice that if you look closely at these tools, Enzo it has a nice coating still. It doesn't look all cut up. This is because of their patented multi-coating process using the Tortadium tribostic coating system. So what's unique about the Enzo Milano hot tool is that the heating element inside goes from the base to the tip, so you get even distribution of the heat. All the Enzo Milano hot tools come with this heating glove, and trust me, you're going to need it when using the Bi-Tube. One of my favorite irons to use, I'm going to be using this one. I'll demonstrate this one on myself. I believe in Enzo Milano, this is the medium reverso. So it starts with a smaller diameter in the center or towards the bottom, and then it tapers to big. So this is great for naturally curly hair because you can get a lot of lift and curl at the root, and you can make the curls very tight by keeping it towards the center or make them a little bit longer. when you wrap it towards the end. So Enzo Milano is strictly a professional brand. They don't sell or distribute to outsiders. You know, you have to be a professional to get these tools. They have a lifetime warranty. So being a hairstylist, using my tools multiple times a day, having that year or lifetime warranty on my tool is amazing. So they just replace it with a brand new one every time, and it's awesome. So, but I've never had any problems, and most people I talk to will own their Enzo Milano wands for life, and without any problems. That's how superior the quality is. It's simplicity plus function equals a superior product. So I'm going to go into a little bit into the tutorial right now, creating those 3 looks. First, I'm going to create a spiral curl. I'm sure everybody knows what a spiral curl is versus a ribbon curl. So taking your 1-inch wand, any wand, you can create these looks. Taking a small section in the front, a cube section, you can take the wand. You want to have your control hand straight or pointed down. I'm going to put the wand underneath the section, pinch and wrap, never overlapping my section. This is not an Enzo Milano tool. I can definitely feel the difference. It's more slidey, it's more glidey, the tension is not there. It takes a little bit longer for it to heat up. It feels more like direct heat than a ceramic thermal heating. So once it's cooled, or once you feel that the heat has gone through, I just press my finger and dab and touch it. I'm going to slowly slide it off and let it cool in my hand. So once again, this is the spiral curl. Cooling, you got to heat it to set it, cool to set it. So once it's cooled off a little bit in your hand, you can release it and you can see the perfect spiral curl that it created. So on my next section here, I'm going to take another small square section on the top of her head, and this time I'm going to create a ribbon curl. Ribbon curl is more of that flat curl. So taking my wand, you can go above to create more of a flat look or below to create more body at the root. I'm going to take that and twist my hair around. This time I'm not pinching, I'm laying the hair flat on the barrel. And again, I'm waiting 8 to 10 seconds, 10 to 15 if the hair is really thick. Finer, curlier, coarser hair, you can use a little bit less time. So note that I'm always keeping my hand straight. I'm not dipping it back and forth when I'm wrapping it. This hand is always controlled. So I'm going to let that slip off into my hand. I'm going to set my wand down. I'm going to let this cool. So this is the ribbon curl. It's going to be flatter and versus this one where it's thicker and you get more of a deeper wave in that one. I'm going to pop her head off and zoom in for you here, just so you can see the difference in the curls. So you see the spiral, this is more together here, and this is more ribbony and flat. So this is what I like to call a flat curl versus the thicker, deeper set. So you're going to see those, you know, the spiral curl, when done right, will mimic a roller set, versus this will mimic the old-fashioned curl and roll. So those two curls are really fun, similar. The next curl I'm going to show you, this is the classic beach wave, the money maker. When you can do this and master this look, your clients are going to love you. I definitely recommend teaching your clients. When you teach your clients how to do their hair, they trust you, they come back, they refer you. My favorite thing to do is to teach my clients how to do their hair, because there's nothing more rewarding than them coming and getting all excited, writing on your Facebook, referring you, you know, showing you, you know, that they took the time to go out and buy one, learn how to do it, and, you know, it's very rewarding. So here, to create the money maker, the beach wave, the body wave, we take horizontal sections. So when you have horizontal sectioning, you create harder lines versus vertical, it softens the look. So you can create this softer, you can do this vertical or horizontal, but for this technique I'm going to go with these deep horizontal sections, and this is going to save you time, and time is money. So I'm going to section this out again, taking thinner sections, working, I always work from the bottom to the top when doing these looks. I keep my hair nice and controlled. So I have my thin wide section here. I'm going to grab my medium iron here, and going above would create flat, going under creates more body. So I'm going to go under to keep the body going. I'm going to pinch my hair and wrap it around. Pinch and wrap. So I kind of use my finger as a kickstand, I like to call it, and this is going to keep it off their face. So I don't burn them. It's always important to pay attention because these irons are hot and you can burn somebody. So this is a little bit of a thicker section, so I'm going to wait the 15 to 20 seconds to make sure my curl is heated all the way through. The great thing about the wands is, versus the regular irons with the clamp, is you create no crease. It helps with carpal tunnel because you're no longer twisting and winding. So that's great for me because I do suffer from early carpal tunnel symptoms. So you want to let this cool in your hand. And let it drop. You pull at it a little bit, watch it pop. And you've created this amazing deep set wave. Follows the shape of her face. So I'm going to do another one right directly above it. Thin wide section once again. This time I'm going to demonstrate going the opposite way here. Taking my section, working from top to bottom to top, I'm going to take my iron and place it directly on top of the hair, pinching and rolling it around. I'm keeping my control hand straight and I'm wrapping the hair around the iron. It's going to naturally twist the hair when it's pinched. I'm going to put my little kickstand up so I don't burn their face, and I'm just going to wait for it to heat up. So wands are great for people with extensions. I personally wear extensions. I sell extensions. For me, extensions have been a big part of my career. It's something I wanted to master early on, so I've done every sort of technique. My favorite technique are the fusion bonds. So when doing hair on people, when using the wands on people who have the extensions, you got to be careful. You don't want to melt the bond or get too close, which these are great for because you usually have that 1-inch drag from that top base. Extensions, most of my clients who wear extensions find it easier to style their hair because they don't need to spend a lot of time blowing it out. They can just rough dry their hair and then use a wand. So teaching your clients how to do these waves with their extensions one, you're going to sell them a wand. Two, you're going to have them coming back for hair extensions. I don't use a lot of product when using the wands because they're so great already. You don't need a lot of product in there. So I'm going to pull this off and show you how that wave looks. It's awesome. You can pull at it and spread it out a little bit. So you get those nice deep set waves. So once again, these are horizontal sections. So when you get to the back, to save time, I would usually do 1, 2, 3, about 3 horizontal partings on the side, and when you get to the back, I would switch to vertical sections. So with the vertical sections, I'm going to point my iron down, and then back here, you could split it below the crown, do 3 vertical sections, and then 4 above the crown. And when using this to blend it to the front, I'm going to point my iron down, I'm pinching, and I'm going to wrap the hair around the wand using a little bit of thicker type sections. And this not being an Enzo Milano, I'm probably going to have to sit here for about 30 seconds. While this is heating up, I want to talk a little bit about where the Enzo Milano company is going with their new technologies. Enzo Milano likes to be first in creating new ways and innovative ways to heat style the hair. So what they've created is an interlocking changeable system. So you no longer need to buy several different types of wands. You can just buy 1 or 2 handles and swap out the barrels. So this is cool. I can show you a little picture. I have it taped up right here. So this is where the technology is going. So detachable barrels with this phantom lock system. It was inspired by Italian engineering. They wanted to have smooth lines, very easy, attachable, very easy to attach the barrel to the handle. I definitely recommend getting 2 handles because especially if you are in the bridal business, I always tend to use more than one size, so I definitely will want 2 handles. They're also going to be adding a couple new fun shapes and sizes. For people who like the clip, they're going to be adding 2 clips. So detachable clipped handles and the bubble one. And the bubble one is going to add a lot of fun, new, different types of texture. So here I did a vertical section. Again, I'm going to just do another curl right next to it, pinching, twisting, going down the wand, I'm pointing it down, I'm putting my kickstand up, and now I'm free because I know my hand is still and I'm just waiting for the heat to curl up. So just like cutting, when you cut horizontal, what do you create? Hard lines. So when you curl horizontal, you create hard, deep set waves. So when you go on more of a vertical, diagonal type of section, it softens the lines. So just like cutting, just like curling, same principles, horizontal versus vertical. Wands allow you for speed styling, which is great for bridal parties. You can get through a lot more hair, a lot more faster with more awesome curl techniques. So that's heated. Again, I'm going to let that cool in my hand, and I'll lift this up to show you how these sections are going to blend. So below, I went under to create a little bit more body. The next section up, I went on top, wrapped it around, and let this cool. I'm going to pull these out a little bit, brush through it. So you can see how that saves time and it blends and it mimics the deep wave. You can brush this out, you can pin this back, you can tuck it behind. There's a lot of great looks you can achieve with this. The next tool I'm going to demonstrate is the bi tube. If you want to excel in your field and become a little bit different than everybody else, I definitely recommend buying this tool. It creates awesome shape in the hair. So taking a thin wide section again, not necessarily as wide, you have options to be creative. I'm going to use my little glove here so I don't burn myself when wrapping. I'm holding the hair, I'm taking my bi tube, I'm going to keep the little guy on top, and I'm going to stick this under. I'm going to put the hair in, my little guy underneath, and I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to wrap it. Figure 8. The tension doesn't have to be super tight. I like to wear my glove on this one especially so I can get it nice in there and not worry about burning my fingers. So you have a great figure 8. Watch your tension, watch your elevation. This is going to need, 8 to 10 seconds. You can get a lot of different editorial looks out of this, and it's great for updos. So when you take it out, you can let it rest in your hand, let it cool. If it's very fine hair, you can also use a pin and pin it up. So I'm going to let it fall, and you got a very deep set wave pattern. Perfect. So you can pinch that up, create a very cool mod side piece. So there's a lot of different fun things that you can do with the Enzo tools. Just remember with the tools, it's going to definitely speed up your style time. So when I do bridal parties, I can get through 8 to 10 people by myself, no problem, using these wands and creating these looks. Now, I have naturally curly hair, and I wear extensions, which are the wavy extensions. So this is it, kind of air dried. I did put a little braid in it, so it got a little bit more crimped and creasy. But you can see that in my bang section here, it gets flat, and this isn't normally how I would style my hair. Sorry. So just to add a few curls to this, I'm going to use this wand. So I believe this is the medium reverso. So this is great for naturally curly hair because it's going to create that curl right to the root. So when using it on yourself, you always want to make sure you're not moving the iron. You want to keep the iron controlled. So I'm going to go under my section here, starting at the bottom. I'm pinching and wrapping. So my hair is fine, color treated. I can feel the heat penetrate right away. It doesn't need a lot of time. So I have these nice curls here, and I can just go around the top of my head. I can take wide sections, wrapping to create more of a spiral wave. That's why it's important to watch it, let it cool. So see, when I want to create tighter curls, I stay tight in the center. And I create cute little bouncy curls. So I would go around the whole top of my head like this, wrapping, keeping my iron straight, not moving it up or down because that's how you're going to burn yourself. And when I get to the back, I'm going to take my iron, stick it behind my head, and I can see it here. I'm going to take my section. You can clip out sections. You can go at it just wild-like if you want, whatever makes you feel comfortable. So I'm keeping my iron straight. I'm working behind me. I'm keeping my arm out wide. And then I got some curls. So see how quickly, even with all this hair and all these extensions, I can go through the hair and create awesome waves. You don't need to worry about smoothing out the hair, then to curl it. These irons are created to go right over the natural curl and reshape the hair. So when you buy the Enzo tools, they come with the glove, they come with a how-to on how to create the looks on yourself and create them on the client. You know, you just have to know what your clientele wants and what looks they want to achieve. So right now, everybody wants that, you know, medium length lob. And these irons are the way to achieve those, you know, soft waves. So you can see before and after here, I like to just brush out that hair and I get a nice, cute little curl in the front. I'm ready to go. So that was a little bit about Enzo Milano, the technology, where they're going with the detachable barrels, the multi-uses of the handles. I have to curl this piece. I can't let this one go. Keeping that iron straight. Okay, that's better, right? So yeah, I look forward to working more with Enzo Milano, learning more about the company, experiencing, using more of the heating tools, and thank you for watching my tutorial today. Keep on practicing.